All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fabulous morning so far. Let me turn this video on for a little bit. I'm not normally this morning girl, but I do love to hop in whenever needed. And as a lot of you guys know, Chas is still pretty sick. So let's continue to send prayers her way 100%. All right, I think we start the mornings off with gratitude, right? So write down the 5 to 7 things that you are grateful for this morning. If it needs to be 15, write down the 15 things. I like how you guys do this, gratitude every morning, because I really think it's a great, fantastic way to start your morning off in a very, very positive way. So you guys write down your 5 to 7 things that you are grateful for. And we're going to get this rocking and rolling. I do have Heather McCluskey on here as well with Tiffany Advocate and Melissa Toomey. So thank you, ladies, for hopping on and helping out with this Zoom this morning. But there's going to be a few different topics that we're going to talk about. I know one thing for on my team, I'm hearing a lot of it's slow. I can't do this, or I can't give away a mini. I can't, a lot of I can'ts. I know as much as other uplines have been talking, you guys, if you're feeling that way, it is completely normal this time of year. I want you guys to know it is 100% planting season. I don't want you guys thinking you guys are doing something wrong. It's not working anymore. As this world is opening up, you guys, people are camping. There's weddings, there's graduations, there's people finally going on vacations after, the past year and a half. So don't think that it is you doing anything wrong. The thing is you guys can control how busy your business is. Okay. You have 100% complete control in it. Don't sit there and wait for your team to bring in all this volume. If you want to go 12K, think in your head, you need to go 12K yourself. Okay. Don't rely on anybody on your team because you don't know who is going to be here tomorrow. But instead, show your team you are doing all the things. You're signing customers. You're getting minis out. You're doing, getting those free accounts. I know a lot of you guys saw about a month ago, Heather McCluskey and I, we got to spend some time with Maria Dillard out at her ranch in Texas. You guys, we watched her work her butt off. She does over like damn near $30 million in sales every single month. And right in front of us, she was signing promoters, she was signing customers, and she was signing a shitload of free accounts. I just thought that was pretty cool to watch her, because knowing that as much as she makes, she doesn't rely on anybody. It's in her head that she has to keep her own business going. And I want you guys to do that as well. Heather, you want to hop on, unmute yourself real quick, and we can talk a little bit about what we learned and different things to keep your business growing throughout the summer months. Heather, you just have to unmute yourself. Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to unmute herself. But another cool thing that we did learn is, have you guys ever heard of $80? It's legit, it's a website. It's where you can go on to Instagram. You can link your Instagram and some other accounts. And there is where you can track everything that you guys do. Maria taught us a little bit. I'll hop on my computer and see if I can get it up and rolling here in a second. But you can only do it from your computer. You can only do it from your computer, and you can literally track how many people you interact with. When Maria did this, we watched her interact with 15 to 20 people in a matter of minutes. It was crazy. So if you guys go to your computers, download the app on there, or go to, it's literally $80, EIGHTY.com. It's really cool to do, because you can track how many people that you're interacting with. You can track your comments. You can do all these hashtags and just interact with those people just in general. By that way, that's how she was signing her people. And I think right now, Instagram is where it's at, honestly. Instagrams and stories and reels. If you guys are feeling that what you guys are doing right now is not working, honestly, switch it up. When I feel like my business is a little bit slower, I can't get free accounts, or if I'm not signing enough customers, if I'm not hitting my goals, that's when I like to really work Instagram. Especially
Steph,
with
I'm here now.
Oh, perfect.
Sorry.
You're good. Especially with the younger generation, it's where it's at. My daughter actually she didn't just turn 21. She is 21 today, just turned 21 today. And she's like, Mom, that Facebook is for old people. Instagram is where it's at. And that's how she herself is signing free customer accounts, is through Instagram. Heather, you want to talk about a little, since we got you here, a little bit about, some of your tips to keep your business rolling throughout the summer months and to maintain bonuses?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you guys hear me okay? I had to dial back in.
We sure can.
Okay, cool. So yeah, Steph was talking about being at Mario's. You guys, here's the thing that I think you need to get into your head. I've been doing this industry for 8 years. Stephanie, almost the same amount of time. Sitting and being at Mario's Ranch is you get to determine what your business looks like. It is such a mindset, especially during seasons where people are like, my team is slower. I'm not getting this person. I'm not getting that person. If you had that attitude during bonus season, you went to grab the bonus. You went to see growth on your team. It's all what you're saying to yourself as well, right? Like, I can't. People aren't reaching out to me. It's so slow. My team is dead. Nothing's happening. What were you saying to yourself during bonus season? Because here's the thing about inside bonus season, outside bonus season, the different shifts that we see every 12 months cycle in this business is you get to decide what vibe is going on in your head. I mean, I'm sitting there watching Maria at her ranch, and like Steph said, she's got millions of dollars in team sales, and she's still learning and growing. There's no such thing for her as, this is it, I've arrived, or I don't have to do anything, I can just rely on my team. She was so enthusiastic about two things, about teaching and about learning herself. And that was so amazing to be around, because I learned so much. I know Steph was talking about Instagram and $1.80, doing reels on Instagram. You guys, I have a big following on Facebook. I still get a lot of my people on Facebook, but I'm growing my following on Instagram with those two platforms that she taught us, or the $1.80 kind of just links your Instagram to it. It makes your interactions on Instagram more intentional. It makes being able to follow people with the hashtags that you want and engage with them for your likes, your things. You want to connect to other people who are like-minded like you, much more effective, much more quick. You're not just scrolling and wasting your time. You are being intentional. So I think that's the thing too, that a lot of people and kind of fall off the rails once bonuses are kind of like, bonus season is over for people who are 40, 80, 200K, right? You guys, you still got to work for the bonus. If you got it, you still have to continue to work like you did when you were working for it, right? It's like this. It's like going to college or having a job, and your boss says, hey, if you finish this 90-day run, I'm going to give you a promotion. And then he gives you a promotion, and then you become a slacker employee after you get the promotion. No. Do you know why you got the promotion? Because your boss knew that you could bust ass and work hard. So that applies over here. Jason and Paul are like, you bust ass, you work hard. Here's your bonus this month. You don't bust ass, you don't work hard. Guess what? You don't get it. So I think that's the thing is too, as I was thinking that yesterday, I was like, how many people actually work this job like it's their job? Because if you wanted to pay like you're making a full-time income from home, you've got to work like you're working full-time from home. I was sitting yesterday in my bed at 7:30 in the morning with my laptop in front of me doing my thing. Did I want to be outside? Yeah, because it's warm. It's summer. It's all of these things. We all have those things. But you know what always drives me back to, I need to focus on this part of my business today. I need to sign up a new customer. I need to follow up with this person. Is because I don't lose my passion. You guys, that's the one thing too. Mindset and passion. Are you passionate about changing people's lives? Because if you keep thinking those things, you're not going to drop this. You're not going to be like, well, it's slow, I'm not going to do anything today. It is going to be such a driving force in you that putting your business down isn't an option for you. And that's the thing too, like Steph said, there are going to be people that come and go, but you have to decide if you're one of those or not. The sad fact of it is I've seen a lot of people come in, run for bonuses, even my personally enrolled, I've had a girl come in, run like crazy, do amazing in her first 90 days, grab 12K, and she's not here anymore. You guys, she would have probably been at 80K by now on my team. But she didn't realize that she had to keep doing what she did to get there. So don't forget that part. I mean, I'm still doing what I have always done since day one of this industry is work, figure out what's not working and tweak it, figure out what I can learn from other people that are doing something I'm yet not doing, which is for me, working on creating a bigger following on Instagram, working on doing Instagram reels. You know, it takes time. I think a lot of people see people who have a bigger following on social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and they're like, oh man, I wish that was me. I wish my videos got 50,000 views. Oh man, I wish my videos got 1 million views. Well, do you think those people started out with video one and that's what they got? No, they've been working their butt off to do it and to get themselves there. Remember that. And you've got to start somewhere. I'm doing reels on Instagram right now. Some of my reels get 4,000 views. Some of my reels get 400 views. It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be putting them out there, right? Because I'm still getting followings from putting reels out there, whether they get 4,000 views or they get 400 views. It just depends on who sees them and what time of day and how consistent I am. Same with your Facebook stories, right? And doing your Instagram stories. It's all those three things I just said. It's passion, it's consistency, it's mindset. If you put those three words, like write those down right now and in a Sharpie marker and put them on your refrigerator. And I promise you, if you work on your mindset, being positive every single day, you work on consistency in your business, you are going to grow. You are going to continue to grow. There's always going to be times, you guys, where things are up and down. Your volume is way up. And listen, we all have to ride the highs of those moments in our business, right? You know, when people were just like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to put you in 15 three-way messages today. You have to remember to still check in with those people who were that excited before and be like, hey girl, I know you did that before. Let's do that again. Where do you need me to help you? Where are you lost? If you're feeling like, right now, your team might be feeling, So like Stephanie said, and like I always believe in, you've got to show your team what still is possible, even in the summer season. I don't feel like it's slow right now. I'm just going to be honest with you. I just signed 2 promoters last month. One of my promoters just brought in like 1,500 in sales in the last 3 weeks by signing up customers, you guys. That's it. She's putting minis in people's hands. She's getting people started on the product and she's excited. That is where I continue to get my excitement from my business. Is connecting to new people, connecting to my new customers. I'm signing customers up like crazy. I'm having people in my inbox almost on a daily basis asking me about it. Are you putting it in your stories on Instagram, on Facebook? Put them on your Instagram stories and share them through your Facebook stories to make it easier because one feeds over to the other. And again, there's the word consistency. Keep that in your head too. Mindset and consistency are so, so important. If you dropped the ball yesterday, so what? Pick it up today. It's not over. Nothing's over. Stephanie hasn't arrived. I haven't arrived. Listen, if we sit there and we can watch somebody who has made $20 million in income, not in team sales, in income, in this business, not drop the ball and not be consistent, we sure in the hell are not going to. No way, no how. We have not arrived. I am not comfortable. I am not complacent. I am doing all of the things that I want my team to be doing, but even when they're not doing it, you guys, I'm doing it because I remember it's about the people. I remember it's about getting this product into somebody's hand because in 3 months, they might say this has completely changed. I know they're going to, it's not a they, that this has completely changed their life. And this is something that they want to do as an income. This is something that they're so passionate about because they have never felt this good, right? Remember that there are lives behind that product. There are lives behind that sale. And that's what you have to get connected to more than anything is the people and what they want out of this. And like, those are the things that I think are the most valuable things you can keep doing to keep earning, pushing, growing, and maintaining bonuses. So that's what I got for you, Steph.
I love that you said passion because it really is honestly so true. Not just with this business, but with anything in life. The more you have passion for something, the more you're going to be successful with. There were so many aha moments in there. Also, hopping on Zooms, like you guys hopping on the Zoom this morning. Don't hop on just to show up, just to show your leader, hey, I hop in the Zoom. Great. What are you going to do to utilize the things that you're hearing on this Zoom? On not just this Zoom, but any Zoom. Take the tips that you hear, utilize them, try them out, and see what you can do with your business. I know that that's also what I like to do is when I hop on here, I like to try. The girl that I interviewed yesterday, Stephanie, so many freaking tips. And I am going to do exactly what she said because it works for her. I'm going to try that and see if it will work for me as well. Do I have Melissa Toomey on? Yesterday, my sister did a challenge for our team. Whoever could get the most people into 3-ways. You guys, this chick blew up my phone, her and her one other promoter, Rachel, into all of these 3-ways. So I got to see what they're doing, the people that they're talking to, their verbiage, their connection. And it was honestly so awesome to be into all those 3-ways. And when I say a lot of 3-ways, I mean, Melissa, how many did you do? Damn near 50?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
It was crazy.
Yeah. And I think Rachel, I mean, we were trying to race each other. So, I mean, and I'm like in all of her 3-ways too with you. And so I can't even imagine. I told Rachel, I was like, I feel sorry for Steph and I hope she doesn't kill us because like if I was, if I was there, like I would be overwhelmed because it was a little overwhelming for me, but it was so great because I felt like I don't know. I just felt super successful yesterday.
You were.
Just because
Let me just tell you guys that you were.
Yeah. Because that is something that I honestly, because I've been in network marketing for going on 8 years now. And I know Steph's my directly enrolled and I know how busy she is. So I usually don't pull her into 3-ways unless like, I just like, okay, I need a 3-way, or I try to find somebody who is like relatable to their story. But it's not something that I like super push. And so when Britt had said this, like, I'm a very competitive person. I don't know. So when there's a competition, like I go balls to the wall and I don't stop until like I get it done. And so, yeah, starting these 3-ways, and I legit just typed up like 2 little verbiage messages, one for a potential promoter that I've had and one for a potential customer. And I sent it in my group chat and was like, this is what I'm sending. I just tagged their names and I went to town. I went to my potentials list. I was like, bloop, 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 bloop. Took a couple breaks here and there so that I didn't get in trouble with Facebook. But yeah, Rachel killed it. I killed it. And I loved it. I mean, I don't know.
I think a lot of people are thinking, how the heck did you find so many people to put people into 3-ways? Like, how did you find all of these people? Like, what did you say to them? I know what you said to them, but yeah. Like, tell everybody how you got all of those potentials.
Honestly, like consistency. I'm coming up on 2 years in October with Thrive. So I keep a notebook. Anybody who I've had a conversation about Thrive with, I write their names down. And so I go back to that 3-ring binder and I follow up like a mad person when there's, promos and stuff like that, if I knew they were interested. But I searched Messenger too for keywords. If I've had a conversation with that person, I searched like the packages, like the 200, 400, 800. I searched that number in my inbox, and like all those conversations I've ever had in the last, year and a half, 2 years pops up. And so I was going to send my verbiage. Hold on one second. I'll copy and paste it when it's not my turn so that you guys can see. But I just basically literally, like, I didn't even ask. I don't ask people to be put in 3-ways. You don't do that because a lot of times the answer is going to be no. And hey, if they don't respond in a 3-way, like that's cool. I've learned that it's okay because then you just go back and you message them personally and you're like, girl, like, and I did a voice message and I actually got 2 responses last night. Cause I asked Steph, I was like, dude, I started all these 3-ways and like, they're all ghosts. Like nobody's like responding in there, they've seen the messages or whatever. Like, that's okay. Because then I went back and I sent a personal voice message and I told them, I was like, hey girl, like I know that three-way messages can be a little intimidating because they were for me, but this is my BFF Steph. And she got me started in the business. She knows a little bit more than me. She's been in longer than me. And I just wanted somebody else there to help to make sure that we answered all of your questions. And I had two people come back and they were like, girl, like it was a little intimidating. I didn't say anything, but and now we're having that conversation about getting them thriving. So, like just, it's okay if people don't respond, like just getting them into that three-way. So if they do have a question, you have that other person to, third party validation, like, and Rachel, she was putting me and Steph in her conversations. And so just having that group and that community that they can go to and feel like, okay, like I have the support, I can ask all the questions if I'm busy, with 3 kids, like, and Steph's on her phone at the moment and they ask a question, she was in there right away. Like I didn't have to wait, and so that's another thing. Like it just kind of speeds up the process a little bit if they have questions. So that is exactly kind of what I was doing. And I'm going to drop, like I said, I'm going to drop those verbiages in the comments so that you guys can copy and paste them and use them for future. But like, I was just starting the 3-ways. I didn't ask, I just basically, and I made it super, super simple. I was just like, hey, Rachel, this is, no, I don't know what I said. I don't even know what I said.
Started out like, this is my BFF Steph. She's been in the business a lot longer than I have. We're here to help you if you have any questions. I know you're interested in Thrive or something like that.
Yeah.
You just went that way. And so then what was awesome is behind the scenes, there was a lot of times where Melissa and I were working like, okay, so Melissa has a lot of potential promoters, but these people kept saying, well, I don't have the money. I can't start right now. So I'm like, Melissa, go ask her. Does she know 4 people who could use extra energy? Yep. I love starting things out like that way, especially with a potential promoter that doesn't have cash, because if someone says, oh my gosh, yes, I know so many people who could use extra energy. Okay. Then you ask them, so do you know 4 people who could use an extra income? If they come back and say, yeah, start naming off people, I in my head think, okay, you could be my next rock star promoter. I'm going to start you off as a free promoter. I'm going to help send samples out for you and get you rolling. Let's see what we can do with this. Follow my lead. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. But a couple of those girls, when I had Melissa ask, hey, do you know 4 people who could use energy? And they're like, let me think about it. Let me see. I don't know. Okay, then no,
they're not my next rock star.
Yeah, not going to be your next rock star. We're not going to work with them as a promoter. And then how to go about like the conversation. So, okay, maybe they're not interested 100% for sure in being a promoter. How about let's start you off as a customer? Let's start you off with the customer. Let's get you thriving for free. And let's see what a couple posts that on Facebook, what that could do and bring in these potentials. Another thing that I loved what Melissa did yesterday is when you guys feel like you are in 3-ways or messages and they ghost you or they don't respond, as frustrating as that can be, go and shoot them a message onto the side. Just like Melissa said, Melissa was like, well, why are they ghosting me? They're not talking. I'm like, hey, maybe they were at work, kids, sports stuff. It's summer. Just go shoot them a message behind the scenes and just kind of go see what's up, kind of rekindle everything and see what they say. Because like Melissa said, a lot of people are intimidated by 3-ways. I'm a complete stranger to them. I've never talked to them before. So people can be thrown off that way. So it's okay to go back and message them and see, hey, just like Melissa said, I just wanted to help you. Let me know if you have any questions. So that way, if they come into the 3-way, if Melissa is busy, there's somebody in that 3-way, that 4-way to help and get those questions answered. Rachel, are you still on? I kind of want to just bring you in real quick and see, how did you get so many potentials and get those people into 3-ways? This is the other girl that was just rocking it yesterday. I mean, guys, when I say my phone blew up, my phone freaking blew up.
I just shared those verbiages that we used in the chat too, so you guys can totally copy those, edit it to make it sound like you. I think that is super important. But yeah, go ahead, Rach.
Oh, thank you, Melissa. That's awesome. You guys, yes, like she said, copy paste it, quick go shoot a message to yourself in Messenger. And then that way you always have the verbiage. Rachel, how did you get so many potentials yesterday?
Basically what I did is I just went into my Messenger and I searched Thrive. And then I went through, I mean, like I didn't stop working yesterday. We were at the pool and I was still working. But then I kind of went through and thought, like, reread our conversations, what we talked about, why they haven't, jumped on board yet. And if it was somebody who was like, oh, I can't afford it, or it was just like, not right now, I threw them in the four-way with you guys. The biggest thing yesterday, I even told my husband this too, even though I didn't get a response from everybody or, an order or whatever, I'm re-entering this seed or whatever into these people's heads. So I haven't talked to them for a couple of months. Now I'm talking to them again and they're like, oh gosh, yeah, I talked to her about this before. And I'm getting that into their heads again. And so they're thinking about it. And that was kind of like my biggest thing yesterday was I just want to make sure that I plant more seeds, keep, talking to these people who are interested, but maybe just not ready yet.
I love that. And like, one thing I really liked what you did yesterday with the way you talk to people, when people said, no, not right now, or actually, I shouldn't even just say no, not right now. When they flat out said no to you, you asked them, what's holding you back? What's stopping you? And so then that way, a lot of those people came back. And again, it came back with it's not in my budget right now. I can't afford it. Okay, what is your budget? What is your budget? Let's get 1 to 2 products into your hands. Let's just get you started. You guys also, it's about samples, right? So a lot of these people, if they have not tried Thrive, if it's not in their budget, if they can't even start out with the capsules, remember you have that 3-day mini experience to sell them. Be like, all right, you know what? I just want to get these 3 products into your hands. I have a 3-day sample for 25 or a 2-day sample for 15. Which one would you like me to send you? And using that, you can find out if they're really interested in Thrive, if they want to try it. And you can also know if you're kind of not wasting your time or if you are wasting your time. Because still then, if they still say, no, I still can't afford it, then you'd be like, hey, you know what? Let me know when you're ready to give this a try. And I would love to help you to get these products for free. When you kind of switch that verbiage around and say, I will help you get these products for free, then they'll be like, wait, how can I thrive for free? And then you can tell them. I have my girl Tiffany Advocate, you guys. She's amazing woman on our team. She has the heart of gold. She helps. I mean, you probably see her on these Zooms all the time. Tiffany, what are some of your biggest tips that you have for maintaining bonuses, going throughout the summer months, and to keep your business rocking and rolling?
So the first thing that I kind of want to go off of what Heather said about, when these bonuses were launched, you guys, they were for 4K and 12K. And I know across the board, everybody that was above those ranks was kind of bummed. They're like, oh, well, they're for 4 and 12 only. You guys have to realize something. First of all, if your first thought was that you were bummed out, you need to switch your mindset. Because 4Ks and 12Ks are the future of this company. Okay. And sorry for my voice. We're sick over here. But 4Ks and 12Ks are literally the future of this company. Okay. So if you're bummed out because you're not up for a bonus, you need to switch your mindset and see who you can help. Look at all the people on your downline that are up for a bonus right now. Help them. Even though you're not personally up for a bonus, look at how many lives you can change. Look at how many people that you can help right now. But I think just during the summer, everybody's so freaking busy. But like Steph said, don't allow yourself to use it's slow. It's slow. I literally hate hearing that. It is not slow. Okay. Lisa always says you determine
the speed of your business. If you're going slow, yeah, it might be slow. That just means you got to pedal faster. You got to keep going. All right. Summer is the time to plant. You need to be in your social media expanding. You need to be creating new content. And with that, you guys, I think a really big thing is creating good content. Okay. Don't just throw up Thrive everywhere. I see it all the time. People are just Thrive. Nobody wants to see that. Create content that people can connect with. Create content that people look at it. Hold on 1 second, okay? Okay, you're okay. No. Oh, Lord, guys. Kids are fun. Create content that people can connect with. People are going to, feel apt to hit the like button, follow button. Another tip I have, and I actually got this from Meghan Holcomb. And Chas, she said to use the QR code. Okay. I now have a QR code for my other business. So when I send out a package for my other business, I make like jewelry and stuff. I send them a little thank you card, and the QR code that they scan takes them to my milkshake. Okay. Okay. Looks so clean.
I agree. I love the things that you do, Tiff, on a daily basis. And I hope you and your kids, you guys get better soon. Tiff, before I let you go real quick, what is one tip? Someone asked, how do you create good content?
So good content is not necessarily, when we all first start, I was guilty of it. Here's Thrive. It has B vitamins, whatever. Like, don't throw up facts. Okay. Nobody cares about facts. Throw up, if you're going to make a Thrive post, you guys, how does it make you feel? That's the thing. Don't just throw up whatever, pamphlet from the company. Nobody will stop to read that. I'll give you an example. My payday post yesterday was just a picture of me and my daughter in the chair watching TV. Literally, that was it. And then I put the email, just the header, your payment from Lavelle, whatever. And I literally just put, in fact, I don't remember what I put, but it was something, let me look it up. Success looks different every single day. And here was today's view: snuggles and payment notifications. And then I just talked about, why 2-year molars, whatever. And I put the days are long, but the years are short. So people understand that I work from home. I'm still getting paid. Like, create content that people can connect with, because off of that post, I got 3 people who don't normally comment on my post commenting about 2-year molars, but they can still see that I work for Lavelle. Be smart with your posting, you guys.
I 100% agree with you on that. Good content, you guys. Taking a selfie of you wearing your patch. I love how this bad boy is making me feel. Okay, being short, sweet, straight to the point. That's one post that I will never get sick of doing or having new people come in and do, because there's so many people that don't know about Thrive. So people are like, what is that? What's that sticker thing that you're wearing? Well, squirrel, what was the one thing that I was going to say to you? I completely freaking forgot as I see my dog chewing on something she shouldn't be chewing on. I see Meghan Holt come on. Meghan, can I quick bring you on? Because speaking of content, you do a lot of awesome content. And where do you get like your inspiration, and how do you come up with such good content?
Well, I just want to tell everyone that there's a progression in your business. Like, I didn't start with feeling like I had all the answers, or, like with the perfect feed or the perfect quotes or anything like that. basically when I started, I wanted this business so bad that when Steph would say, go do this, I was like, okay. And I'd go do it because I knew I wanted it. But also I took my social media into my own hands and started researching things. So following certain people on social media and, taking tips and tidbits from other leaders because I didn't know what I was doing. And then just kind of it evolved over time into what really, I found what works best for me and what my audience is liking and just continue to do that same thing. But don't be afraid to like mimic other people that you see stuff that you like of theirs and put your own twist on it until you get into a routine of what you figure out works best for you. Now, I really had to figure out what's a way that I can serve my audience because that's how you continually get people to come back. And that, newsflash, that's not Thrive related. So, finding something that you're really passionate about that you can help other people with, and then integrate how Thrive is part of your life and Thrive really helps you with your life. Because here's the thing, people are going to see that I'm cleaning my pool and I'm exercising at home and doing things with my daughter. And they're going to naturally think like, what does she do that she's home? Is she a stay-at-home mom? And then they'll see me talk about the business, or they'll see me with all this energy. And then they're like, wait, what's that weird sticker on her arm? So then when I talk about a post that's talking about how this patch gives me my sanity and my energy and helps me keep up with my kids, they're like, oh, okay, that's how she has so much energy. You got to display the things that you're talking about. If you're saying that you have all this energy with Thrive, but then you're never showing it, like you're never showing that you're out doing things with your kids, or you're, trying to actively live a healthy lifestyle, or ways that you actually have energy. Like if you're just showing pictures of you sitting on the couch, like, are they really going to believe the things that you have to say? So I think it's just like living out that lifestyle and demonstrating that I do have the things that I'm speaking about, that I do have the energy to keep up with my kids, that I am, paying for my groceries when I say that I'm paying for my groceries with my business. So showing like groceries with a receipt, or that I am putting gas in my car. So showing like your pump and like your Lavelle card, actually demonstrating the things that you're saying. So then you're building that trust with people.
Abso-freaking-lutely. I love that. I'm sorry, hold on, I'm just going to pick up my card here.
Steph, while you're doing that, go ahead.
One thing I love that you just said, Megan, also is that when you kind of feel uninspired, you guys, in some way, go to someone's page that inspires you, Thrive related, and go see what they're posting. Go try to get new content. I know there's a lot of sidelines that I look up to. So when I'm like, man, what should I post today? Like, what would be something catchy? I need more inspiration. I go creep their Facebooks, like literally go creep them. And I will use a lot of their verbiage and switch it around, use my own picture. I'm terrible with like doing these cute little poses and getting all fancy. So I'll go to their page and I'll go to try to copy their posts and stuff like that. Crap, what was another thing I was gonna...
Well, yeah, and I think she cut out, so I'll just hop in. I think it's like you think like when you join this business, you got to be perfect, but it's all an evolution process. Nobody starts out knowing all the answers and thinking like, I got all this.
It's okay to ask for help. It is okay to go to your leader and say, hey, I need help. I'm feeling stuck. What are things that you do to keep your business going? If you don't ask for help, you guys, then we don't know what it is that you're needing. So 100% ask for help. Another question that was in there. Tiff, where did you get your QR code from?
I literally just went to QR code generator, and you can do all that from the website. And a lot of people are asking about Milkshake. I prefer Milkshake over Linktree because you can customize it more. It looks better. So milkshake, you can get the app, and I believe there is a code for QR, or I'm sorry, an app for QR code too.
Awesome. Thank you. So there's where you guys can grab your QR code. And someone asked also, what is a QR code? You know how you go to a restaurant, if they don't have menus, you have to scan that little white box thing, you know, alien looking thing, squiggly lines in it. That's a QR code. And it's super useful. It's super, super helpful and so freaking easy.
Yeah, because all people have to do, you guys, like if you're standing in the Target checkout line and you're talking to somebody, have your QR code in your notes. Be like, here, let's connect. Pull up your QR code. It will take you, or it'll take them to your milkshake or whatever you choose. And you can put, you know, on your list, it'll say your Facebook, just click that. It'll take them right to your Facebook. There's no searching names. There's none of that you can add them right on the spot.
Can I interject something real quick? This is Patience. I have my
absolutely.
QR code right on my lock screen. And
that's brilliant.
Nicole did that for me when we were down at conference. She's like, give me your phone. And she put it right on my lock screen. Because I was talking to somebody and I'm like fumbling to try and get my website up. And we got up to my room and I didn't even have a QR code. And she's like, let me set this up for you. She put it right on my lock screen. She made it really pretty for me. I don't have a clue how she did it. All I know is that my lock screen has my lock screen has my QR code on it. So all I have to do is show them my phone. They can scan my QR code and it brings them right to my page.
Love it. Brilliant.
I'm going to get a car decal. I don't care. I have no shame. I'm going to put my QR code on my car.
Why not? I know a lot of people, so they type it, they print it off and they put it in the back of your phone case. Like they have a clear phone case. And that way you just flip your phone around. But yeah, screen on your lock screen, that's freaking brilliant. Seriously.
That's Nicole Johnson, Nicole Kent.
Okay.
Morrison,
awesome. Well, thanks for that tip. That's awesome. No, we can kind of open this up for a couple minutes. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Like I said, you guys, don't be afraid to ever ask for help. Don't be afraid to even shoot a sideline. I talk to Twin all the time. She's a sideline to me. I talk to Amanda Arnett, Jamie Pekka. Like, what are the things that you guys are doing? You know, feed off of each other, get those tips. It's okay to ask. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Remember to unmute yourself.
There's sorry. No, there's just so many QR apps. Is there a certain one that you used, Tiff?
It was just qrcodegenerator.com. I think that's the one that Chas recommended. If not, I'm totally wrong, but that's the one I used.
I think that's the one that she uses.
And I believe that's the one that Nicole used too.
I see that you guys are asking questions about Facebook and how many friends you should have. You guys, even as a 200K, I still add 200 to 300 people on Facebook every single day. And I'm not even lying. That's how I found Melissa Toomey, is by doing random ads on Facebook. And Melissa's about to go 40K. That's how I found a couple of my 200Ks. And how I do that is every morning when I wake up. So this morning I woke up at 5:40 and I already added 50 people since this morning, since I've been up. I'll go to a random name on Facebook. I think this morning I started with Melissa Peterson. A random name. I'll go find a Melissa Peterson that looks attractable. That's someone that I think I would want to connect with, not just on Thrive business related, but like just in life in general. If I go to her page, I'll scroll a little bit and make sure has a good amount of followings, not just followings, but friends on Facebook. If it's between 700 to 1,000, and if I see that she has good content, like not constantly sharing stuff every 5 seconds on Facebook, if she's posting pictures here and there for family or, you know, on volleyball, her volleyball team and stuff like that, I will go add her as a friend. And then I will go to her people that are liking and commenting on her stuff, and I will go add some of those people. And the reason why I do that is because it works for me. It honestly works for me. And I like to do those things because I know that those people are active on Facebook. They're not sharing things. It takes 30 seconds to go through someone's Facebook. I know some people like, well, I don't like to do that because those are random ads. I want you guys to know that you guys have full control on who you have into your network. Like there's that block and delete button for a reason. So if there's someone that's not being so nice, or, you know, you get a creeper on your Facebook, that is seriously okay to go block them. But adding those people constantly like that is how you get new people into your business. And like, there's that word again, consistency. If you're constantly on a daily basis posting about Thrive, when those people go through your page, they're going to say, what is that? I have never heard of that. I want to use that. I want to try that. And then that's when you bring up, hey, I have the 2-day sample to sell you or 3-day sample. Which one would you like? And let them choose which sample to send.
Steph, I wanted to add something real quick. They were asking like where you find IG followers. For me, like I've been using the $1.80 site since you guys got back, and it allows you to have like 3 different targets. So you get to target certain hashtags, find relatable hashtags to you. And then you can also search locations. There's a water amusement park, like, and there's splash pads all around my neighborhood. And I've legit added so many people on Instagram that are local to me, that like are from those, like they check in at those locations, guys. And so search those locations that are around you that you might visit often. So that way they're close to you. You can get a sample in their hands if you don't have to mail it or whatever, but just, and then also what I've also been doing, I have quite a few hairstylists, nail techs, like all the people who have big networks, like that are local to me here in Kansas City. Like I follow them and I use them as targets. And so I will, people who comment on their stuff and stuff like that, like I get following from them. And so those are just some ideas that you guys can use, but use like those things that are relatable to you. Find some inspirational people or some clean profiles, and I just kind of go through and I add a couple of their friends here and there and here and there. But I really have been finding a lot of success from the $1.80 and using the hashtags and the locations lately.
So can I interject real fast on the
always forget to do those locations. Oh, sorry, somebody go ahead.
Sorry, Steph. I just wanted to interject. Listen, guys, like Stacey Weisenberger says, there's a 1,000 ways to the beach. So we all do things differently, and that is okay. Try everything and see what works best for you, but give it a good go. Like, don't do it one day and say, oh, that didn't work for me. Give it a good amount of time. So what I do when it comes to friends, I personally found that mass adding didn't work for me. And Facebook kept saying, not happening. And then I got, I couldn't send friend requests at all. So what I do is I like to add at least 5 people a day. I know some people might cringe with hearing that, but I am really big on quality over quantity. So when I add these people, I do exactly what Steph does. I look through their page, but I also, when I'm looking to see if they are a person that I want in my network, I also look to see if they are a person who needs the product. I look where their needs are. If they're complaining about not having energy, if they're complaining about getting up and having to go to work all day, work on somebody else's time, any of the benefits that Thrive provides, if they have that need, they're going to get a friend request from me.
Love
and
it.
groups on Facebook, guys. I legit, okay, like we're moving at the end of the month, and I literally just put a post in this like Kansas City group who has boxes. I'm moving at the end of the month and I need more. Guys, there were so many people who commented on that and I added them to my network. One was a realtor, sold her a mini when I went to go pick up boxes. There was another girl like this. splash pad mom group or whatever. Like I'm utilizing groups on Facebook. And so these people, like, I'm not even speaking about Thrive in these groups, but they're adding me because we're moms. We connected. We might have 3 kids or kids around the same age, and I'm connecting with them. And since then, since Saturday, I've gotten 10 minis out to these new moms. Not even kidding, guys. Check my stories, check my page. Like, I am getting minis out like hotcakes, but I'm building that rapport off of like the things that we have in common. Like, I'm making a connection with them first. And so I do sometimes mass ad, like, okay, I'm a huge bachelorette person following those. And so I get in that active feed, guys. And while I'm watching, I'm commenting and like interacting with these other people and getting like a ton of friend requests that I didn't even have to send out. So find those things that you are like your 5 pillars, like Meghan says, find those 5 things or whatever makes you, and just like explore on your social media and build those relationships.
Love it, love it, love it. You guys, the leaders that are talking today, go to their Facebook. Go see what they're doing. Go see what, like Melissa just said, like posting into her stories. Go watch them. Go use the ideas. It's completely cool to creep on other Thrivers' posts to get that inspiration. But always remember, my biggest tip today would be ask for help if you are needing help. Never be shy. I am almost here at my appointment. We do a reading, right? What's something of love?
100 Days to Brave.
100 Days to Brave. What day are we on? Like 89 or something like that?
83. I'll take it from here, Steph. But real quick, I just wanted to go off of what Melissa said. You guys make a name for yourself where you're at. Don't just go to, make friends around the world, but you guys literally, I went to Target yesterday. I know, surprise, right? But I picked up my order and the guy comes out, he goes, "Hey, Tiffany, Marissa says hi." I'm like, okay, because I'm making friends. I'm friends with people. People know who I am in my town. So don't be scared to do what Melissa said and make friends in your community. Make friends where you're at. So we're on day 84. Yeah, that's what I had bookmarked. Thanks, Guy. So day 84, be generous with your words. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Proverbs 16:24. Brave people take God's word and speak love into the lives of others. Brave people let God love them and know they are equipped for all the ways and use their words to speak love. Today's verse is so beautiful and so true. Have you ever been around someone whose words were just great? We can use our words to hurt others, to be negative, to gossip, or to complain. Or we can be brave enough to step out into the negative, cynical world where people want to hear gossip and negativity. And instead, we can be generous with our words and use them to bring life. If we are focused on that, if our goal day in and day out is to be generous and gracious, speaking love with our words, our negative mindset and habits will fall away. The cussing will stop because it doesn't fit into who you want to be. The sarcasm will slow, and you can't imagine hurting someone else with your words, even if it is unintentional. The inappropriate jokes may still come to your mind, but not so much out of your mouth. When we put God's word in diligently and routinely, the lesser things fall away. God makes us new again and again, and we can be intentional and generous with our words to ourselves, to each other, and to God. I hope today that you will write a note to anyone, to people who need some words of life poured into their hearts. I hope that you will stand up for people who can't stand up for themselves. And I hope you will think before you speak, choosing words that are gifts of light, not ones that can cause death. Friend, be brave. Be different in a world that uses words to hurt. Use your words to heal and use them often. Give those words of life, the words found in the scripture, to as many people as you can. Be brave. Write a note to someone you love who has been important to you lately. If you can, put it in the mail so he or she gets a good piece of surprise snail mail. And you guys, with this, continue to pray for Chas. Pray that she gets better so that we can hear her beautiful voice again, and just pray for healing.
So good. Thank you, Tiff. Thank you, all you amazing ladies, for jumping in. Yes, I'll pick a winner. Shannon, message me. Guys, to end this, post like yourself. Yes, you can look at other people's stuff. You can look at content from other people, but you can't sound like somebody else. You have to sound like yourself. That was one of the biggest things I learned when I first came into this, is I was posting like everybody else in the whole entire world. And I'm not them, I'm me. So post like yourself. Shannon, message me. You ladies are freaking amazing. We will see you back here Friday. Same number, same time, different host. I think Shannon's the host on Friday. Shannon, are you the host on Friday? Yep.
I
Okay.
sure am.
I was like, I'm pretty sure she is. Steffi, thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you. Bye, y'all.